My name is Brandon Ash-Mohammed. Me, your boy. It's your boy, Brandon Ash-Mohammed.
Hey, Dad. It's me, Jacob.
What the hell is going on with my body?
Hilarious. Ben Sosa Wright! bitchy comedian. Straight Gagging. Straight Gagging.
Oh yeah.
Bitchy.
Straight
I'm
Gagging.
a bitchy comedian.
We're here. We did it.
We're back.
Yeah.
Jacob's back.
I'm back.
Guess who's back in the house? Jacob Balshin clacking about. Fine.
I've come for my return. It's like who is that queen they brought back that one season? I'm so
Kenya?
vague when I try and
Shangela?
describe things.
Cynthia?
No, wait.
Cynthia?
They brought back. Okay, this queen went home. They went home maybe
Naisha
first
Lopez.
or second.
Cynthia
and
Lee
then they did a
Fontaine.
double elimination and then brought. I think it was maybe Naisha.
Yeah, it was Naisha Lopez.
And
Yeah,
then
Naisha
it was just like,
Lopez.
why did you bring them back? They weren't doing well.
I know.
I remember they were like, "She's a dancing queen. You better watch out." And then
Drag
her dance was
Race
just
used
like,
to do that.
cha-cha.
They used to do that too, like in season 4, like randomly they just like brought Kenya Michaels back, and it was like, I mean, I was happy
liked
about
Kenya.
it. I love Kenya.
You
kinda
guys
like the
love
smell.
Kenya Michaels.
Little
I
Kenya
kinda like
Michaels is
the
everything.
smell. I love
Look at the smell.
The smell.
So good. Oh my god, her Beyonce. I'm a
Beyonce.
survivor.
I
I'm
think
a
I have a
survivor.
sweet dream.
Oh my god. Kenya Michaels, put her on All Stars. I dare you.
I would love that.
She would be amazing. She's probably
Honestly,
like,
if they put
seasoned
like
now.
queens like Pheromone on All Stars, like they could totally put a queen like Kenya.
She'd probably
you know?
be so seasoned. She's probably so seasoned right now.
She'd be
Yum,
she'd be
Cajun.
gorgeous. She'd be gorgeous.
It is great to be back with you guys. I
Finally.
missed a whole episode. Tina Burner
Finally.
went home and I wasn't
Finally.
even there for it.
How do you feel?
How'd I feel? You spoiled the episode
Good.
for me. I didn't know that
Whose fault
happened.
is
I come
that?
in the room. I'm
Whose
like,
fault is
hey
that?
guys, don't say
You came
anything.
to the
I don't.
episode.
I
You
walked
came
in the room for
you came
1
into our
second.
episode.
I walked in for
You came
1
into
second
our
and you
episode.
ruined the episode.
You came into our episode. You
Came
had
into our
no
episode.
business
Oh
being
my
there.
god!
'Cause you said,
It's
if you
on
was-
my
you
channel.
said,
This is. I
you know what
wasn't
you
even
said?
there.
You know what you said? You know what
What
you
I
said?
Absolutely.
You know what you said?
What
I said what I said.
That's what I said. I said what I said.
No, what you
Period.
said is that you were in Smiths Falls,
I wanted
on the
to Smiths
show.
Falls.
running around Smiths Falls, catching COVID. And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, who's at the door? Oh, Jacob Balshin's at the door."
Oh, and we're supposed to
And
be
we're
like,
like,
what?
we're like, what?
Grateful?
What?
Like that he
We're supposed to
finally
be like,
shows
let's
up?
not say what's happening.
It's like,
on
oh,
the show where we
Daddy's
talk
home.
about-
Shh, shh,
on our
Daddy's
show,
home.
where we
Like,
talk about Drag Race. Let's
I
not talk about
expect-
Drag Race. Let's
I
not do our
expect
job.
you to talk about what's
Let's
happening.
let's
Here's
not
what I
do
don't
that.
expect. I don't expect you to go out of your way to tell me what's happening.
Oh, I didn't do it. That was Ben, by the way.
Ben
I
definitely went out of his
I don't
way
know what
to
I
tell
was
me
doing.
who
I
was
don't know what I was
eliminated.
doing.
I was
I don't know why I went
excited.
off like
I was
that.
like, see it from my point of view. This is something the three of us do together. You're not here. You come back. I'm so excited to see you. I'm overwhelmed
I was
with
excited
emotion.
to see you.
We were all excited, and that's why I'm
We
starting
were
to get
like,
emotional.
we thought he was in Smiths Falls.
We thought you were supposed to. We thought you were trapped. If
Not
anything-
Smiths
we have
Falls,
to- we
Smiths
have to know, in
Falls.
Smiths
The
Falls-
Falls belong to Smith.
Do you think they're playing RuPaul's Drag Race
He's
in
the
Smiths
owner.
Falls? Do you think I can watch that? You think it's
He's
easy
the
to
owner.
find?
I think.
I mean,
that
I'm with
you have a
two other guys
I don't know
on
why
tour.
you were at Smiths Falls.
2021. Plenty of people see spoilers on Instagram.
Never listen to TLC.
I will say this: I
Don't go
walked
chase the
into
waterfalls.
I walked into a little boutique in Smiths Falls, and they had a candle that was $20 that had RuPaul on it. In Smiths Falls, very
Oh.
impressed.
Yeah, it sounds like a
I
gay
love that.
place. Like we're like
It's
Was it like a prayer
Gays
candle?
Why does
it sound
Was it like
gay?
a Catholic
like
prayer
a vacation
candle?
place. Like it sounds like Prince Edward County, like one of those places.
Okay,
Mala.
I can see.
Sounds like
it was
Mala.
like it was pretty quaint and sweet. If that's what gay
It
means,
sounds
I
gay.
don't really know. Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds gay. But Jacob, what did you give us just your quick thoughts about last week's episode. That feels right to me.
I didn't think Tina should have gone home. I thought Utica should have gone home, and just this whole process of sending Utica home should have been sped up. I thought Tina would have been better fit on this episode than Utica ever was.
Absolutely.
I don't know what Utica was doing.
I don't know.
Today's episode with Utica.
Wow.
Okay,
I was just like,
we will get there.
Wow.
we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Shocking.
I think I put a hole in a wall in my house. I don't even know.
It was
Not the first time.
I just. I'm straight. I can't help it. I have anger.
White too, yeah.
Oh my! But I agree. It really feels like Tina never got like a fair shake on like her season. Like, she did well in the musical episode, and they literally were like, "You were shit. Like, your job was to narrate the show, and you did not do that." Well, when I was watching the musical, I think we all had this experience. We were like, "Yeah, she's doing a great job. Like, if anything, she might be in the top."
That was definitely like, oh, we're gonna need someone from this season on All Stars. On next All Stars, let's kick her off a little early.
But even then, it's like they should build her up a little bit before they even do that, and they didn't even. They gave her like just enough, but I really do feel like they could have cared less about Tina since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're really pulling for Tina. I think sometimes you just can tell, like, Rue's smart marketing wise, and Tina's like a bit older, and I just don't think she's like a big a hot ticket, like a big sell.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. If you're just trying to like find a fan favorite,
How was Utica
Tina's
a fan
kinda.
sell?
Well,
Utica was
because
an
I think it's because
not a
she's
fan
young.
sell.
It's
Huge
it's
incel.
truly it's truly because like the audience has changed so much over the years. Where like in the past, like in the earlier seasons, it was almost like exclusively just like 20 and 30-year-old like gay men who would watch
Like
the show.
season.
But now it's mostly like little girls in America.
Yeah.
And like they want to see like queens that like reflect them, and those are queens like Utica, those are queens like Simone, those are queens like Gottmik, and like I feel like Tina is just, you're right, Jacob, like Rue probably does not see dollar signs, but it's sad because Tina's like better than Utica, who stayed, and I don't know, dare I say maybe even Olivia.
I mean,
Well, we really saw that there's a divide this episode. Like, the power dynamics have shifted.
Yes.
this episode was almost eerily like we all knew what was going to happen.
The deciding factors.
Like the whole way through, we knew who was going to be in the top, and we knew who was going to be in the
It-
bottom, and then we just
Yes.
watched it. It was
It
really
was read like a
strange.
Greek tragedy from
I was
the
hoping it was
moment.
going to be like Coco, where like someone was going to pull like a Coco and come out of nowhere and destroy it.
Oh, oh my God, I forget her name from season 6. Trinity K. Bonet.
Yeah, Trinity.
Oh yeah,
She
really
was
came out of
so
nowhere.
good, and then Rue cried. But yeah, like when they get back into the workroom after Utica, like okay, and again,
my
Utica did
God,
not win that
was
lip
so
sync.
cringy.
Utica did not win it.
Oh
Tina
my
won
God,
it.
are
Period.
you talking about our lip sync assassin of the season, Utica Queen?
Utica.
I can't wait to
Boudica.
see her come in on All Star 6 as the lip sync assassin.
Oh my
And
God.
she takes out Kenya Michaels.
No, Kenya
in
Michaels
the biggest
would.
height
Kenya Michaels
disparity.
is so good.
Kenya Michaels would eat her alive. I just, it was so weird. And dare I say, gaslighting of the judges and producers. Because, like, the moment it started, it just felt like, oh, Tina's immediately, like, defeating Utica. And that's how it felt constantly. Utica, like, had one moment where she got a reaction from the judges, and I think that's when she did like this and like made a funny face, and the judges were like, okay, but like overall, like Tina gave a better performance. Candy was gagged.
Oh, Candy was gonna kill Utica, especially after that weird, creepy speech she gave, where it's
At
like,
the beginning, she
I
was-
wish Tina
Yeah.
Burner was here and not me. But
Yeah.
but do you guys think I slayed? What do
How
you
do you guys think I did?
Okay, why does she do that? No other queen does that. That's so weird. No queen is like, did you like it? Like, what'd you think? Like, that just is like
You
Utica.
picked a character, and I guess it worked for you. That's what Rose said.
Yeah, and Gottmik in her confessional was like, Utica is so confusing because one minute she's like crying, but like Yeah. She's not. Because then she's bouncing back being like, but like, what do you guys think? I love lip syncing. I love that I got to show myself on that stage. And I'm like, really?
Utica's a sociopath. I think Utica Queen's a sociopath.
I think she's a
I think she
sociopath.
likes seeing people hurt. I think she like, and I think
Well, we
that's
saw
why
that this
episode it
We saw her
really
truth. We saw
came out.
We saw the truth that the girls were telling us. The girls were not lying.
Oh my
The
god,
girls were
no!
The girls were not lying.
Utica Queen
Okay.
is a sociopath.
There,
I'm
and
diagnosing
Simone,
her.
I don't know if I'm projecting this onto Simone, but there's so many moments where Utica will come near Simone, and I see Simone like recoil. Like I see someone kind of, you know what I mean? Like, because Utica, she's touchy, and her fingers are so long. It's like she's like a bug, like crawling all over you. It would be honestly, I'm gonna say, being around her would make me sick.
She's very witchy.
She's like
She's
a
very
bug.
witchy. She is like a big bug. She's like a stick bug.
Oh, I see her more like a
mantis.
praying mantis.
Yeah, she's praying mantis.
Like a,
vibes.
you know, those like they got like the arms.
Gonna eat
Yeah.
your head.
What did
the
we
head.
think about our amazing improv? What's that arms challenge thing called?
I don't know.
Oh,
The mini
yeah,
challenge
The
this
mini
week
challenge.
was Arms Expert, a classic improv game.
Classic improv game. Yeah.
And RuPaul loved it.
RuPaul loves to
Was very
see
into
that
it.
shit. RuPaul loves like vaudevillian, like clownery. Like he lives to see people get hurt.
RuPaul seems like they would love to throw money at poor people and watch them fight over it. Like
Totally.
RuPaul would fucking love that. If that was
Well,
a
literally,
mini challenge.
if you wanted to make RuPaul scream laughing in that mini challenge, like you should have like accidentally stabbed one of the queens in the eye. Like Ru would have been like, ah! He would have screamed like
the best one.
he would have
She
died.
loved
Like
Fane.
he loved that. I don't know. It was funny to watch, but you know who I loved? The makeup girl, Miss was it Miss Anastasia herself?
No, wasn't
No.
that different makeup?
It,
Wasn't
There
that
was
like
a
she
makeup
was
girl.
like the face
Nina
of.
Dobrev
She
or
said she's
something?
like the
Oh.
creator or
know
something,
what it
didn't she?
I don't know.
Of
Yeah.
Anastasia.
I
What was
like-
the makeup
I
called?
like
Comments.
Make comments. Bring back my comments.
Norvina. I said Nina Dobrev.
Yeah, we
Nina
gotta get some
Dobrev from
comics.
Degrassi
Yeah.
and Vampire Diaries. Norvina. That's a gorgeous name, Norvina. Larry, you're always on top of it. Norvina serving plastic tiara. Yes, I saw that. Some little plastic tiara vibes. I will say plastic tiara, boring queen to me. Pretty.
Very beautiful as a man. Very beautiful as a woman.
Comedically,
Love it.
one of the worst. I do not enjoy when people just do like the same shit over and over again, and it's like an
Yeah.
accent. I don't know.
I feel
Just
attacked.
not a fan of that. Derivative comedy.
I feel attacked too.
But I don't really think that's what Plastic Tiara's fucking talent is. So good for whatever.
No,
fine.
she's a gorgeously talented.
Looking like a
being.
K-pop star
Pretty.
sometimes. And then
Okay, so we get the mini challenge. It's whatever.
Who wins, Rose and
even
Candy?
cares, you know that mini
But
challenge.
but the Rose and Candy, they win it, and that's important because
Yeah,
their
'cause
win.
they get to choose their spots, and they chose spots like ballers. They fucking
Yeah.
went for it.
I was gonna ask what would you want to be placed as in the
Right
line?
after Utica, I would say give
Right
me
after
the
Utica.
third or fourth spot and put Utica right before me. Because I know Utica's going to bomb, and then I'm going to walk up, and I'm going to roast the shit out of Utica right away.
I would want to go. I'd want to go first.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, what did you choose, Jacob?
And just after Utica. Any spot after Utica, preferably like second, third.
Yeah.
Second after Utica goes first, that's a killer spot.
But in this universe, I'm first, so Utica's second and you're third.
I can do
So now,
that.
Brandon, where do you want to go?
I'll headline.
Okay.
Baby.
Can I say I don't like going last?
I hate going last too. Sarah Silverman
Going
also
last
doesn't
is
go
a
last.
lot.
Sarah Silverman also hates going last.
I hate going last, and I will say this: Wait, no, this was so long ago now,
Yeah.
like a lifetime ago. But I was on a showcase where I went last, and there were like a million acts on the showcase, and it was for JFL. And I was last, and I was like, by the end, it just felt like everyone wanted to go home.
Exactly. That's why I hate going last.
But I
Yeah.
will say they did live for me, but I didn't
Sarah
like it.
Silverman
It was
at her
tired.
show Sarah and Friends. Always goes second last.
I would
And
like
then
that.
has like someone like Dimitri Martin or like one of those people headline.
I feel like Brandon, I'd want to like go second last on my thing and then have you after me.
Oh, okay.
Would you do it?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What queen would you want to roast? Like, do you guys have any possible roast jokes for any of these queens? What are you seeing that you'd probably attack? What weaknesses?
It would probably Valentina would be easy, I think, but I truly don't have any roast jokes off the top of
No,
my head.
I'm not that kind of girl.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not that kind of
regardless of
girl.
that, you're bringing up Valentina, which leads us into the fact that Valentina, Nina West, I'm talking like Ben now, which leads us into the fact that
Is that me?
Which I
Yeah,
love.
you usually run the pod. I'm not that good at that.
Oh my god.
Valentina, Nina West, and who the fuck else was there?
Hiding in closet.
Hiding Closet. And how do we feel seeing them? Pretty
I
nice.
love seeing them.
I
I
thought
mean,
there was gonna be more of them, but I forgot that it's COVID.
It's COVID. I was surprised that we got
know.
anyone.
it did feel just like exciting to see like new people in the workroom or in the stage. But like Nina West, I don't care about her. I don't.
I like her. She's
Wow.
I
Did we
don't care
find-
about her.
Do we find the idea of roasting people we don't know strange? Like,
I feel like if like I've seen them on TV, like that would be fine. If anything, that would make me feel better about it.
I would feel strange if the first time I saw another comedian, I was roasting them on TV.
sweet. I mean, that's what
Okay, yeah.
happens. But
If
I wonder
I
if I'll
feel
understand
weird
that
about it.
happens.
Yeah, I'll
I
feel
know
weird
you have
about
to
it.
go with it, but it does seem weird. And also, there's no fucking audience.
Okay, but you know what's the most shocking of it all? When the queens were like rehearsing with Michelle and Lonnie Love, like their roast jokes, how like they had to like do jokes about them in front of them.
Oh yeah,
With
and
the-
That is
Utica
very
was
nerve-wracking.
loving it.
Well, okay, I mean, I'm just gonna get right into Utica's walkthrough. And it started off when she's like, of course I know what Lion King is. Like, I have kids, Utica. And then she was like, oh, it looks like you do. And it was like,
Looks like
and then I
it.
remember being like,
and
and
then she just dug the hole deeper.
oh my
and
god.
Deeper.
And it really,
deeper.
it was like also so shocking because like, if you are saying a joke that's like clearly making someone like Lonnie Love was literally like she wasn't laughing and she was looking visibly
And
like
she was
what
just like Dumbo. Have you heard of Dumbo? Seems familiar.
was-
I
and
was
also
just like,
Utica is so creepy looking that like when she's like, oh, does that trigger you? Does that trigger you,
That
Dumbo?
was
I literally
killing
was like,
me.
I was like, that is scary. Like that is sick and twisted. Like I was like, this is disgusting. To
She
watch.
seemed like an incel.
She seemed like
I've never
That's what I
seen an
told you.
incel drag queen. This is
So
new.
Brendan,
yeah.
truly
Incel queen.
Incel.
incel queen. That's what Utica's new name is. Incel queen.
Incel.
She was so
In
awful.
a cell.
It was just so terrible to watch, and like, the judges were literally, or like Lonnie and Michelle were like, just you can't be mean, like don't be mean, and they imagine going in for and their notes were like, don't be hurtful. You know what I mean? That's so like, it's beyond like even criticizing, like critiquing the jokes. They literally are telling you like to be a good person at that point, and like Utica, as we've decided, is a sociopath.
Oh yeah, Utica came in and she was like, "I saw one episode of the Joe Rogan podcast and I'm ready to let it out."
She's like, I got it. I got this.
And
Daddy
she's
Joe's
like
hot
fake. She's fake.
She's
that Utica
fake as
girl.
fuck. The way she like
fake.
turned into like hateful, thinking people would like that she was like hateful all of a sudden. It was
No.
so weird. And she did that at dinner. Like, you also have to
Yeah.
remember she did that to the
She did
queens
that at
at dinner, exactly what she was doing to them at a fucking dinner after a shooting all day.
Wow.
Just
I
you're
hope
eating,
this. I should've said
you're
that.
eating like a salad, and someone's like,
Rice and
"Yeah,
ranch.
do you like that, you whale?"
You will.
And you're like, "What the fuck, Utica?"
Disgusting and shameful. I was the moment that was happening. I was like, "This
I wanted
better
to see
be."
Lonnie Love get up there and just beat her ass.
I
Oh
want
yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
it. Really, I truly, I really felt for Lonnie Love in that moment because she has to be like whatever professional and be like a consultant, but like this like nobody is out here like on stage like insulting her to her face. Like I would have been livid. Like I would have been so mad if Utica was saying that to me. But I mean, Lonnie Love does get her. She kind of does get her moment.
Oh
does get
yeah.
her.
Okay, well we'll get to that.
Love
That's
that.
it.
That was so good.
Lonnie
But then
loved
who else was
Lonnie's
rehearsing?
Revenge, yeah.
Got mixed rehearsal, kind of crunchy, it seems. But it was kind of like, even when Utica was like, or not Utica, Got Mick, when she was like, kind of bombing the rehearsal, it was still kind of funny to me.
I didn't think she was. I thought she did really well. They were, because she was just like, oh, I'm gonna be so bad, and then they were like, no,
Yeah.
girl, that was actually good. Like,
Do you think she knew she was going to be good and she was kind of like playing up being bad? Like kind of
Probably.
self-producing? That's what I kind of suspected.
I think there's a
Should I
good
be
chance
stand-up?
she was confident at times and not confident at times, and the producers just put in the parts where she wasn't confident to possibly make it
Jacob.
look like she
Wow.
wasn't gonna
That's
fucking,
good. That's
you
smart.
know, win.
I
Because
know-
honestly,
I-
this episode was so like obvious that like they really probably struggled to make the fans like at all
They
guess
build
who was
it
gonna
up
be
or
bad or
misdirect.
good.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I mean,
after the
Simone's
Utica-
rehearsal was bad.
Oh yeah. After
That was,
all
like-
the rehearsals, it was pretty obvious. Like
Yeah.
Olivia's not gonna do well at this. Utica's actually gonna be the cringiest thing we're ever gonna watch, and I'm pretty excited.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And Simone's not gonna be good at this. Simone was talking so weird. I don't understand like people who think comedy is how you talk. Like, I understand it is partly, but like she really wasn't like. I don't know. She seems so focused on how she was saying what she was
Like the
saying, and not
delivery.
really like what the
yeah.
substance to it was.
I think she like comes from an acting like theatery background
Yeah.
because it seems like very rehearsed. Like
it was
I
like
think
a
she has this
monologue.
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Like I really do feel like she's like, this is how I do like comedy,
what
and
they
like
did.
I mean, us three, to fill you all in again, and the three of us were stand-up comedians, and I feel like I don't know, stand-up is like
I'm an influencer.
because we are all kind of like, I feel like naturally, even off stage, we're kind of people with maybe a more fun energy, a more kind of silly nature. And I feel like Simone is a bit more composed, so she
Yeah.
kind of has to like kind of find something to be funny, I guess. Because she is a very like composed, like confident person.
Put together.
And that's kind of hard to be funny. Like even like her drag sister Gigi Good from last season, her way to kind of like cheat her way into being funny was to like kind of play up that she was kind of cold and composed. That character choice works for the acting challenge but not stand up. I completely agree, Hayquarch. And I think Simone is really, she's good in like scripted or like,
Where she doesn't have to write the jokes.
yeah, but
She's
even
an
like her
actress.
soda ad was good, but I think like she had like a framework to like excel at. But I think when it comes to like live comedy on the stage, it's not her like I don't think it's in her comfort level. It kind of makes me aware that she's more of a fashion queen than anything, which is fine. Her looks are great.
But I think but I've heard a lot of critiques on Simone because to call her a fashion queen is like one thing, but then we see in the sewing challenges she doesn't make her own outfits. So it's like,
That's
okay, well, what do you do?
Larry had a good point in the comment. It's very
I
long.
do
What does
see
Larry
Larry's
say?
point. Let's get Larry's point up because I fucking love when our
I love
comment.
you, Larry.
Our
Simone
comments
is
are
very
going off.
cerebral, which is usually her strength, but in a challenge where you need to be able to bounce and roll with the punches, she can get trapped within her own head. Larry, absolutely.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, I
Friends
think
of the
no,
show,
you're
Larry.
right. I think Simone is better when she has like control over the
Yeah.
environment, for sure.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I was kind of rooting for her to pull through though, because she is funny. That it's like if she pulled it out of her ass that she was actually great at roasting, I would have been like, yes, Simone, of course.
I'm just
But she
thinking
didn't.
of just like comedic actresses who've done roasts that have been really good.
I
Look,
oh, you're trying to think of comedic actresses.
look,
who've
Demi
done
Moore did a
roles.
really good job at the roast of Bruce Willis, and she's an
Okay,
actor.
I'm
She's
trying to think of like
B. Arthur. Betty White did a really good job at the roast
Martha
of
Stewart, although she's not a
yeah.
comedic actress.
Yeah. But like those
a
people,
jerk.
they all weren't actors, or they were not stand-up comedians, but they all did really well. But then again, they also had a team of writers, so never mind.
Yeah, they had a great team of writers for sure.
No, absolutely. I mean, I feel like a lot of the queens come in knowing that they're going to maybe roast Rue, Michelle, or the judges at some point. So I think they come with, like, jokes even.
I really wish I could have saw Elliot do it. It would have been so...
that would have been so funny.
Do you remember when Courtney did, like, the stand-up challenge and just did a song?
Oh my god, where the mean gays.
From West Hollywood. Where the mean gays. Looks like Tarzan, talks like Jay. Yeah.
Oh my god, and then she did like a crunchy like whistle tone at the end.
Yeah.
Courtney,
I
I'm
don't remember
just
this
so...
at all.
Oh my god, because it was bad. And you know what? Bianca's stand-up set was bad too.
It was, but they were just like...
I heard her stand-up special's not very good either.
Oh, her stand-up was like trash. Sorry.
I've tried watching, thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be happy to watch this, and I'm like, I just can't watch someone who's bad.
I would like to see Alaska do a stand-up set.
Yeah.
Or do a...
Bob's stand-up.
funny.
Bob's stand-up is great. I heard
Bob's. Trixie's good.
Yeah,
Trixie's good.
Trixie's good.
You know what's
like,
disappointing?
Stand-up is like you gotta. It's its own thing. You gotta do it. You can't
and
just
here's
like
the thing.
be. You can't just do it. You gotta really fucking do it.
I do think like also with
ready.
like drag race queens is like they can be like funny people and that like in a conversation or a confessional or just kind of like interacting with other people they're like a kooky character like Katya. But I saw this was like a couple of years ago at this point, but I saw a drag race tour in Katya. It was like Battle of the Seasons or whatever, and Katya did like stand up or whatever, and she literally just like babbled for like 3 minutes. It wasn't funny. There were no jokes, and like then it was over.
I remember the story of when Jonathan is that his name, Jonathan Van Ness? When he did stand up he headlined like a big show at JFL 42. And then he was just like, oh, sorry, guys, I'm still figuring this out. And I was just like, it's so funny.
He was a headliner.
Yeah, I love that.
It's so funny.
But they always do that because, like, and it makes sense because it brings in a whole nother group of people to the festival. Like, if you just keep booking, like, major headliners who just do stand-up, you're going to get the same group. But if you book, like, someone who's in a whole different group, now you've brought them into the stand-up world, which is smart for the festival. But honestly, like, I don't want to go see Miranda Sings headline JFL 42, which is a thing that happened.
Oh.
Remember when, what's her name? What's that girl? She has just like the face. And she does like song covers. Oh, Miranda Sings.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jacob literally
Miranda
just
Sings.
said that.
Oh, is that what he said? I was
Yeah.
paying attention. I was thinking about Miranda Sings.
You
We
are
had
so silly.
someone. We had Hey Gorge was saying that these are some of their favorite roast performances. Who are some of your favorite roast performances, and do these ones stand out to you guys?
Yes, Hey Gorge. I'm gonna go on a rant because all three of those, more so Lagrange and Farrah's, are my favorite. Farrah starting off her roast by saying, "Let's get this roasted cooking." So funny to me. And Lagrange saying, "Dry, kind of like your vagina," is iconic.
That was really funny.
And then it cuts to the old women. They look so mad.
Alyssa had a really good line, and I live my life by these words.
I loved Alyssa and Alaska together, where
Oh, that was great.
Alyssa barks at Michelle, "Beast." Michelle looks angry. Cuts to Alyssa looking at Michelle like,
Gila monster.
"Gila monster." That was great. I love a bad roast. Like Pheromone, just humming and hawing, like in between her jokes is so funny to me.
Michelle Christine. Oh wait, what? I think I just said a stand-up's name.
I
literally just said a
Who's
fucking.
Michelle Christine?
You just said like a girl who did comedy when I first started.
Who's this?
She was bad on
Open
the
micer.
roast. Who's the girl who painted herself green?
Alexis Michelle.
Alexis Michelle. That's her name.
Tamar, do you watch the show?
Baruch
Do you watch the show, Tamar?
Yeah.
Also, can we give some huge shout outs to some of our... We
Oh,
have
Miss
some
Andrew
awesome
Johnston is here.
comedians in our... Tom Hearn is here, and Andrew Johnston.
No
Special
way!
shout out to Tom Hearn because he lends us his amazing... I think you guys are husband and husband.
Husband.
That's fucking crazy. Spencer, our producer, is Tom's husband, and fucking Spencer came even though his dad's basement flooded today.
I know.
And that's the kind of love and commitment
Noah's
we
Ark.
have on
Thank you.
He's
Straight
literally.
Gagging.
We are podcasting from Noah's Ark, essentially.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, we're all safe. We don't know how Spencer's doing.
If I was an animal on Noah's Ark, I'd be a zebra.
Maybe a
Oh,
zebra.
really?
I want to be a
Why
pelican.
a zebra? And
Because they're
I
gorgeous.
want to hear. But like, you need like protective things.
Zebras
when you're on
are
an
like-
ark with a bunch of animals.
I know a
You
lot
need to be
about
like a lion.
zebras for no reason. Do you
No,
want me to
they'd
tell
be
you
like
about
in different
zebras?
parts of the boat. And also, I feel like all the animals in the
What,
Ark,
do
there'd
you
be
think
kind
he
of
like
this-
segmented you guys? He just put you all on the boat. There was no,
No,
part where
but
he was
there's
like,
also
and
this-
he built
there's this-
cages for everyone.
No, he didn't. But no, there was like this unspoken kind of like understanding that like, yeah, like we're all like we're not
He
going
wants
to do
to
that
be a
right
zebra.
now.
He's like, we're all black and white or something. No. Like, I don't know. Is that what you were going to say?
No,
Do you know what
Just a
zebra
beautiful-
hybrids are called?
I
What
think
are they
I do know
called?
that.
They're called zebroids.
Oh, I didn't.
Wow. That
It's
sounds
kinda
like it'd be like a shape.
It does,
Yes.
but all like zebra hybrids are called stupid things, like zorses or zonkies or anything. Yeah,
Zonky,
Yeah.
Zonky.
they've tried to
Zonke.
domesticate zebras so many
Zonke.
times for no reason.
Oh my god, I love.
But they can't be
Shrek.
tamed.
Alexis Mateo kind of looked like not Alexis Mateo. Alexis Michelle kind of looked like Shrek, and her green,
Oh yeah, and her beautiful green.
and her beautiful green.
I'm obsessed with when she did that. That was one of my favorite moments in Drag Race history.
Committing to such a big bit that got no reaction, This
And then
is so
having the
funny.
bomb in it is beautiful. So we
so funny. I
we
have to
see
pee.
these
No, I can
queens-
hold it.
You could do it. Me and Brandon could carry this.
No,
bad boy
no,
for
I
a few
literally,
seconds if you need
I
it.
actually like the moment I even said that. I was actually like, I'm fine.
All right.
Let's be dramatic.
So we see these queens. They come in. They're roasting. Who went first? Do we remember who went first?
Was it Candy?
Yes, Miss
Oh,
Candy.
Candy went first.
Candy,
And
Candy.
Oh, this is what I came here today to talk about. Is that Candy Muse was so funny, and she looked so pretty, and like I literally felt like I was at a bar or a club. It was so much fun, and she actually was like there were like funny jokes in there. You know what I mean?
Yo, David P is throwing shade.
Candy was okay. I don't know about that, David. P.
I will say Candy I thought was really good. I didn't think Candy was the best. I didn't think
Oh
Candy was
my
the best. I do think Candy
this,
as a
Brandon?
performer and host and
this?
energy wise, going first is not fucking easy. It's not something I would choose to do. And please, if you're a producer, stop putting me bullet. It happens a lot, and I don't enjoy it. But I will
Can
do
I
it.
be real, Jacob? Because we've been on
Yeah.
lots of shows.
I'm
Well, not a
constant
lot,
bullet,
but
baby.
You've been a bullet girl.
I'm a bullet.
been a
I
bullet girl.
bullet
I've
a
been bullet
lot.
girl, too.
I see
Before
Brandon
COVID,
bullet
I
a
was
lot
kind of
too.
mostly doing just like headlining spots. So
Oh,
Oh,
you
you're a
can't
lot of
all be
energy.
rose.
I'm kidding. I'm no rose.
I was like, where are you headlining? Okay.
I literally
My show.
maybe headline. Yeah, I literally it's probably Brandon's show and like my other like gay friend show. But
What other
that
gay
is
friend?
besides the
What?
point. It was probably like I don't know, Rob Watson's show.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Anyway.
didn't think
Headlining
Candy
is
was
scary.
the
I don't
best.
like it.
I thought Candy was great.
I just
and
so
she's a
disagree.
great host, great energy. Did a great job.
It was a good opener. Yes, very
Yeah.
good.
I
opener.
thought she was so funny. Was laughing out loud when she
She's what you
went
would
like
want.
when she went like this. I was so happy. I was laughing. You can't take that. away
Larry
from me.
says that he'll book you as a headliner band. Okay, if you got the coin.
Oh,
You got the
booked.
coin.
Coin.
Booking.
Contact our manager. And we'll set
Yeah.
it up. Set it up.
Would we?
Oh.
Is anyone in the comment thing? Do we live in Toronto? If we were to do like a brunch show when things exist again,
Brunch?
I'm thinking a brunch. Okay, here's my thought
Really?
process, and hear me out.
Okay.
No bar is going to
Never
give
been
us
to
11
brunch
o'clock
before.
on a Friday, right?
Oh right.
But a bar will give us a Saturday at like 12. Who the fuck cares, you know? And we could have people come to that. We could book performers. We could live stream it. Our fans could enjoy it. We could get some people out. And this is just
Brunch.
me as a Jew being entrepreneurial.
Oh my God. Oh
and
my
I
God,
didn't
oh my
want
God.
to say it, but we were all thinking it.
And if the restaurant, they would give us like maybe like a free brunch.
This could be in the cards.
Probably, and we do it long enough that like they kind of know our orders and like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, and people could join online. We'll live stream it. I'm just saying, I think a huge transition. I would love to be in person while we do these episodes in post-pandemic. Kissing, mouth breathing,
I'm just
doing
thinking
it all.
about the post-pandemic, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to travel places.
Love it,
now.
eggs Benedict.
Oh my god, you guys like things are changing, and I'm having to like live a life again.
I don't like it.
I know. I'm in that same boat too, where I'm like, well, it feels almost unfair at this point. Like, hey, I lived a year of this, and now you're expecting me to what? Go back to normal?
Go back?
I'm expecting you to come to Drag Brunch, our drag race brunch show.
If anyone, ooh, maybe I'll post my email if you want. If anyone in the comments wants to send me money, I would not be mad.
Whoa, yeah, let's send Ben money. Ben, what's your email?
But then okay, whatever. I'll give it.
No, you take the money. You go.
It's bensosawright@gmail.com.
Yes, but he has to send nudes, or he has to tell you if he's a top
Remember,
or bottom.
most people
if
can't
you give Ben money,
because it's a Canadian thing, so you need a PayPal link.
Oh,
really?
well, I don't have
That's
that.
so stupid.
Whenever I
can't-
get paid from the States, I'm like, ah.
You guys can pay me in Bitcoin.
Yeah, pay me in Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, pay me a Bitcoin.
Okay, let's get back to these roasts.
Okay.
So Candy does well in the judges' eyes, at least. The judges are laughing. She walks away, kind of like we
That's
are
true.
like,
I agree.
Candy did a great job. Who is next? Next is
Was it Utica? No.
Was it you? No.
No, was it Simone?
Simone.
Simone.
I think it was
it's
Simone.
It's Simone.
Yes. And then Simone looked so pretty. She was so pretty, but she was so bad.
She was really bad. But
It was so sad. I hated to see it.
it had to happen. I think this was a good week for Simone to do poorly because no one was ever going to do worse than Utica. It's kind of like the best week for Simone to show her struggle because I think we all know Simone's going to be right back on track.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope at least that next episode she'll do well. But she kind of like will like do really well now, it seems, and then the next episode do bad or something.
Well, then she's on track to have a good episode next time.
I agree.
She's gonna win.
But it was so upsetting. I hated to see when she was like fumbling with her cue cards and then was kind of like, oh boy, and like it was just I cringe at that. I don't know.
Disappointing.
I just think they all were set up to fail. I don't understand why they're having comedy challenges in a season where you can't have like an audience.
Absolutely. Honey, what is this? Open mic at Social Capital Theater, honey?
Ooh. Could you imagine someone booking you to be on a roast and they're like, yeah, there's no audience. It's just the people you're roasting will be there. That's the show.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm not fucking doing that show. That sounds like the worst show of all time.
It's like if you don't get a laugh right away, I feel like it would suck.
Ben going after SoCap is getting called out.
I'm
Ben's going after small businesses at a time where they're failing.
Down the street from your house, in your own neighborhood. In your own neighborhood.
A staple of the Danforth.
Poppycock.
That's what you want to do, poppycock.
Well, guess what? I've supported SoCap in many ways, honey. People have no idea the things
I did host a show for Ben there.
Exactly. Yes. Brandon hosted a Halloween show.
Fanny Pack Spooky
It was improv.
Spatula.
I've done beer so many times I can't even count anymore. Okay,
enough
beer
insider
comedy.
baseball.
Okay, let's go.
Capital. Who was up after?
Let's say
we got Gottmik was next.
Was it Gottmik?
Yeah, because they made sure there was a strong person in between every weak person, so it would be Gottmik next.
No,
No,
because Gottmik followed Utica, right?
Oh, so Utica was next.
I think.
Because Utica made a joke.
I think Utica was
really
next.
badly.
Okay.
I think Utica was like,
Utica did
the
make
balls.
a joke.
She was like, I thought I was the only one who had the balls to
Yeah.
bomb like that. One laugh she got. Let's get into it. How bad was she? That was trash. It was so
It just seemed
bad.
like she was coming for everybody. And then I was like, girl, you came for RuPaul, you're going home. When she told
It was
RuPaul to
disgusting.
stand up, and I was just like, because RuPaul wears like pajama pants.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
I wonder that was funny, but again, that was RuPaul, not even Utica.
But you saw
But
RuPaul
when-
being like, "Should I own this, or what am I gonna do here?" Like you saw RuPaul like struggle
Yeah.
for a moment, and then
It's
he was
also like
"Fuck you."
it's so you saw like the judges like the fat jokes that she was directing at like say Ross and Lonnie Love, you could tell them be like visibly like oh like stop, and it was so sad to see. Because it's like, I like Ross and Lonnie Love, and I don't like seeing Utica be like, what was she even saying?
Simone and
I don't know.
Pumbaa.
They made.
Yeah.
She just like seems hateful. That's the thing. Everyone else made fat jokes, but Utica was coming from a place where it's like, you seem like you have hate in you.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
yeah.
skinny and white, and that was it.
It just wasn't, it was ugly. It was ugly.
Every
not
once
a
in a
good look.
while, you get to watch a comic go on stage, and they're so bad that the entire audience collectively turns on them in a way where, like, no one cares anymore. And it's almost as if we can laugh again, but now we're just laughing because we fucking hate you. And we're just, and I've had it happen to me. It's interesting.
Where people hated you.
I one time had a set that was the worst set I think I've ever had, where this lady fucking hated me and just kept, I told like a cum joke, and then she was like, "You'll never be on the CBC," and then like kept going on throughout my set about how I would never be on the CBC, as if that's like my career goal. And it's like, I've been on the CBC, but it's still like, it's not even, I don't even want to brag to you that I've been on the CBC. That's how little like you know what I mean?
Where
Like,
was
like,
this?
this was at the Corner Comedy Club on a
okay.
Sunday, and she was like one of 8 people there. But
the thing.
I'll
And
do
you
any
were
set
asking for
anywhere
it.
and get
You're
heckled a million
asking
times
for it.
over.
You're asking for it. You perform in those spaces, Jacob.
Hey, I don't think you're allowed to say you're asking for it, or you're part of the problem that is that whole space. In
That
general.
is
So-
Jacob's culture. Okay,
That's
that's his culture.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, my culture is. May I say,
the corner
my,
never been booked.
My girlfriend
Never
has 2 of her queer friends over, and I had to leave hanging out
2
with
of
them
her
to
queer
come to a
friends.
drag race
They're not his queer
podcast.
friends.
And I have to say that felt very interesting for me. It's like I don't know who I am anymore.
Guess what, Jacob? This welcome to the light side of the
To the
force.
60s.
To the
I'm
welcome to
here.
the 60s.
Yeah.
What? Hey, go,
Okay.
mama,
Yes,
go,
Edna.
go.
We can't let
Well-
Utica off the hook anymore. Like that was that
She
the
was so
worst?
bad.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
That was the worst.
It was so bad. Her look was cool, I guess, but it was just disgusting. She was so awful. I hated it. I hated every second. Oh, she said stuff after she was eliminated. Spoiler that we can get into later.
We'll get
I guess.
into it after.
But
we're
it
only
was
42
just
minutes.
I'll warn you, I didn't see Untuck, so I'm really excited for you to tell me what
Nothing
you
really
said.
happened.
Nothing really happened.
Except for like the end, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we're going forward. Who's after Utica? Was it Gottmik?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Gottmik.
And then Gottmik did
Thank
great.
God.
I loved
Gottmik
Gottmik's
killed it.
hair for that.
Was
Gottmik's hair was
great.
cool. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gottmik was great, confident. The jokes landed. Some of them, and like, let's be real, like a lot of these roast jokes, especially drag roast jokes, are kind of like lots of them are variations of jokes we've heard before.
Yeah.
But Gottmik had jokes where I genuinely was like, I have not heard that before. Like the
Yes,
pizza coming
the
when
pizza
Ross.
joke.
That was really that was
a
funny.
good joke.
That's a good joke, and like Ross was laughing, and like it was like that felt nice. It was also, I'll say that a sidebar is like all of them were really coming hard for Lonnie Love's career, and that felt kind of like sad to me. It
And I was like,
we-
why are they coming for a career? She makes so much money.
It's also like that woman is your judge. Like treat her
Yeah.
with some respect. I don't know.
This is Hey Gorge is right. This is how I feel. Honestly, I think Gottmik won this challenge. I know we're not at the winner yet, but I'm gonna throw it out there. I thought Gottmik was
You got
better
it,
than
Spring?
Candy.
I do
Just
agree
from a
with you.
joke writing perspective,
I
her
agree with
jokes
Jacob.
were a
agree
level
with
that
Jacob?
you're just like you don't get to from a
agree with
lot
me?
of these queens. She had jokes that were original,
You know I love
well written, well told. She had flow to them, rhythm, told them well. I thought Jacob's right as always. Let it be known. I thought Candy
Ricky.
got very cushy judgment just because they wanted to give her a win. And it's late in the game, and they can't justify having her around if she doesn't have a win because it's just not going to be okay to have her in the top 4. And Gottmik got a win taken away from her because Candy doesn't have one. And I'm just going to drop the mic after this, and thank you very much.
Ay, callate.
Uh-oh, Spanish.
This is, and I'm gonna say what Valentina said. The Latinas are out tonight. Valentina did. Valentina did say that. And I agree. Like Gottmik won it. I don't think anyone would have been like, what? Like, but I think they could have chosen Candy. Like, it was like, maybe Gottmik's jokes are a little well written, but I think if you're in the room and Candy Muse is being like Candy Muse and she's being loud and like, I'm sure like there was,
I think
like,
they were two different styles.
Yeah.
Like
I get that.
Like
I think my preference is joke writing, so at the end of the day, I'm more impressed.
Joke writing. Okay.
Oh.
Pardon?
There's different types.
I know. Okay.
Jacob, there are other types of joke
There's
writing.
different types.
Okay.
I prefer Utica style of joke writing if it came down to it.
Oh my God, Utica's joke.
I want to see Utica is going to be an open mic comedian when this ends. I see Utica showing up to a lot of local bars, signing up,
Can't wait
waiting
to see Utica at the
23rd
Bucket
to
Show.
go up, just bombing.
I'll tell you this: Utica will remount QAPD. Utica will remount
God.
reinstate it long and strong. Only a handful of viewers are gonna be getting that joke, honey. But it was worth it.
I just threw powder everywhere.
Oh, I thought it was holy water, and he was gonna whip out your Bible. Where's your Bible?
Where is she today?
Where is she?
She stepped out for the evening.
All right, who is next in the roast?
Utica has I would consider her like the gay Michael Richards. That's the kind of vibe she's giving
Who's
me.
that?
She seems
Kramer.
Like, she just seems hateful.
Yes.
I'm just saying, she seems
Yes.
hateful.
Jacob, you should tweet that.
I don't even know, honestly, I don't know what the Lion King joke meant, but I just assumed it was racist.
It was just like, oh.
I didn't know what it meant. I was just like,
He was calling him like a warthog.
I
Like,
just
Pumbaa's a
assumed she's
warthog.
that hateful. Like,
Yeah,
she
she's-
just seems hateful.
Her jokes are just poor taste.
They're not even
yeah.
jokes, they're jakes.
They're jakes. That's
They're
when
jakes.
jokes.
They're
When
incel.
jokes are misogynistic and incel-like, they're jakes.
Oh my god.
Honey.
Okay, as long
Okay,
as
we
I'm
coined it.
Oh, not Jacobs, honey. Jacobs are sweet.
Ooh, I forgot about Jake.
Jacob-
I didn't make the connotation.
You forgot that
I
was
didn't-
pretty much my
I
name.
didn't make the connotation. I'm sorry.
No,
'Cause your
Jacobs
name
are
is Jacob.
sweet.
You know what I
Jewish
call it when someone I fucking hate them and they smell like shit? I call it a Benjamin.
boys. Hey,
That's not his name.
I forgot that was your name.
you bitch.
It's
You
Benita.
bitch.
La Isla Benita.
La Bonita.
That's his name.
Oh my god. Okay, we need to move on. Who's next in the roast? Was it Olivia? Yeah.
Yes.
Olivia, okay. Here's the thing. They literally like the walk felt like an apology. The walk on stage was the only thing I actually laughed at. If I'm real.
Olivia?
Yeah.
I thought Olivia could have done well. Like, Olivia could have done, like, a whole character that was like that. But, like, if she was, like, in on the joke. But then it was
Yeah.
just, like, she was clearly nervous. And, like, there was
It
no
also
commitment.
like it's too much of a high concept character for someone who doesn't have like a strong of a
Yeah.
comedy language because like she didn't have like rhythm with it. It was like hard to follow because she would just be like and it was like where's the punchline, where's the joke, like it was kind of hard to read. But I mean, she looked pretty.
Like, it wasn't chaotic like when Valentina did the roast.
Oh my god, with the
Remember when-
hamster up her butt.
Yeah, and I was just like, what are you talking about? But it's funny. We don't know what you're talking about. We
Yeah,
like it.
that was funny actually. But yeah, it was bad. They didn't really laugh. She had one joke that they laughed at where it was RuPaul's so old that he signed the Declaration of Independence as parent guardian. That was funny. I laughed at that. But it also felt like a joke of like, oh, Olivia, you came to the show with that joke locked and loaded, ready to go. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way Utica. Why do I keep
Olivia.
Olivia? There's no way Olivia thought of that on the spot. Maybe she did. If I'm wrong, I'd love to be wrong about that, but I don't think she did. I think Olivia had that joke locked and loaded, and she lives in NYC. I'm sure she probably got help from comedy people. That's smart. If I wasn't good at writing jokes, I'd ask for help.
I'll help you sometime.
You shady. Honestly, though, at this point, I haven't done stand-up in so long. I actually
I'm fucking with you.
I actually will need help. No,
Good.
Jacob, listen to me.
I don't have any. I can't help you.
What do you
I
mean
need help too.
Run
I'm
with you
taking a
guys.
comedy class at
Okay,
Second
back.
City for stand-up comedy.
Really? Are you
No, I'm
actually?
kidding. No,
Okay.
I
I was
enrolled
gonna
in
be like,
Humber.
Jacob, if you
I
are, don't
considered
say that
doing
on air.
One time
No.
I sat in a stand-up class because I was
So-
like a guest thing. It was actually really fun.
Someone
and,
called
like-
me a filler queen on the podcast.
Shut up.
Someone's like,
That's
Jacob's
so
a filler queen on his own podcast.
Oh my god.
Yo, their
That
queens
is
are reading you
so
today.
I was trying to pay attention
did
earlier,
that? Who
but that was
did
just
that?
ringing in my
Who
head.
said that?
Oh, I put
Who
it
said
up.
that? It's
It's right there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That is so funny.
Oh man,
Not wrong. Okay.
it's not wrong at all.
Let's move on to Rosé's roast. Her roast
Prairie.
Roast day.
Trirarius is such a. I was trying to read that. I couldn't.
I
say
never
it.
know how to read it, but he loves you, Ben. He wants to
Yes.
kiss you on your little mouth.
Stop
Under
it.
Corona.
He
On my
wants to give you
corona.
COVID.
Corona. You have the corona.
Okay, but how do we
Okay,
feel
so
about
get to
Rosé's roast day?
Rosé is just like a seasoned. It's
Yeah.
just a profesh.
She really was like. Her absence of cue cards felt huge. Like when she came
Professional.
on, it was like.
It was like rehearsed.
I was like, whoa. I was
was
like,
like-
this is the moment. Yeah, she was good. Her voice is kind of like a bit, it feels like less of a stand-up comedian and more of like a funny character in like a musical delivering like a joke. Like it feels like she's just
the
kind of like an
marvelous
act.
Miss Maisel.
She feel
Is that what you're trying to say?
no, she's just like a funny, I mean, kind of, but like it just didn't feel like it feels. You know what I mean?
The
She's kind of like, "Hello, I'm Rosé," and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
Rosé.
that was actually a really good impression. You should, whatever you just did, you should do the TikTok of that, like and do
Should I
some
really?
rosé. Yeah,
"Hey,
that was
I'm
actually pretty
over
good.
TikTok."
Oh,
Unless
you shouldn't be over TikTok, fastest growing platform. You got to be on it, baby. You're gonna regret
I'm
it in
on
5
it.
years. You gotta post 5 times a day. Use the right hashtag.
5 times a
I watch
day?
the videos. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Man,
I
I'm
will
fucking,
see that.
I'm
I can
trying
never
my
do it.
hardest over here.
I've only had
I
2
run-
videos go viral.
Oh yeah, me too. And they were both about how I divorced my girlfriend.
I love that. I love that series. Oh God!
I-
Think of
Yeah.
I'm on
Song.
TikTok. If you want to check me out, guys, I post a series of videos where I live with my ex-wife, and people seem to really enjoy it. I also run an account for Planters Peanuts. They didn't ask me to start it, and I mostly make pedophilic jokes towards kids about putting my nuts in their mouth, and it's going pretty well.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's not me. I'm a peanut.
It's been so
You're a
fun.
peanut. Okay.
It's not like actually me. It's like a peanut, and then it's got eyes, and then I say weird shit as the peanut.
I get it now. It's like
Fine.
with the. It's
I
the
know.
filter.
Yeah,
And then you have
it's
a
the
cartoon
filter.
one now.
Yeah, I also make cartoons.
No, it's all about
They're
that
like-
hustle. It's all about that hustle. Okay. You want to
Yeah,
make
I'm
it in
trying to
comedy?
get
It's all about that
big.
hustle.
I did like 5 videos on TikTok with my grandmother making ice cream, putting stuff in our ice cream maker. It was fun. Haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah, the one video I had was about Michelle Visage.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Let's move on.
Talking about my own TikTok, actually, like
But
I want to end my life. Okay,
I'll talk about the Planters Peanut TikTok all day. It's a great account, and,
but Rose did great. Her jokes were funny. She had jokes about Tina Burner and Nina West's shoulders being so big. Everyone was obsessed with that. They loved
You're
talking
so
about
wide.
the
You're so
shoulders, the shoulders. They were obsessed. Rosé's look was cuckoo. What do we think? Rosé's aesthetic is very hard to pin down. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't necessarily look forward to what she has to wear. I'm kind of more just like surprised when she wears something pretty. Is that me?
I
Does that bitchy?
disagree. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think her runway is strong. And I don't know much about clothes. I remember
They
she had
look
that
good.
one dress that was like kind of like
Running.
stitched together, like the seams at like a weird way. That was really cool. I liked her red outfit she had last week.
Okay, the red was pretty. The red.
I think she's had strong outfits. I do
I think she does
disagree.
have driving outfits.
Everyone's disagreeing with me now.
No, Gorge. Hey, Gorge agrees with you, Ben.
I Gorge.
But I remember
Gorge.
he also had a terror. They had some opinion earlier that we didn't agree with. So I forget what opinion
well, that's
it
good.
was.
It's Gorge stays impartial. We know we
Gonna
can
look at
rely
it.
on their opinion.
We love you.
We love you too. So that's all the girls on the roast. Rose slays it. Rose slays it. They're happy. Time for the judges' critiques. The judges live, laugh, learn. They live. Oh, actually, we should say the Congeniality queens. They each kind of give a little joke each, and that was cute.
yeah.
That's all I have to say.
That's
And
all.
then the judges are like, Candy, you're so great. It's kind of clear that Candy's going to win. Like, the judges were
Yeah.
just like, Candy, this is your week.
Oh, we love
I also
you.
think, kind of to your point earlier, Jacob, like, when there's a queen, when all the other queens have won challenges and there's the one queen who hasn't, it makes her doing well kind of, like, shine a bit brighter than, like, say, a Gottmik who, like, is always winning. So I think, yeah, the judges were kind of, like, a little bit more excited to see Candy do well than all the other queens. But I wasn't mad about it. I like to see it. And then other queens, they were like, Utica, you are so mean, you mean little girl. They hated it. You
And
mean little
then
bitch.
Utica
They wanted to
still
say.
kept doing it.
Utica did not get it, and she even to the point where she's eliminated, she never got it. Maybe she'll get it now that it's on TV, but
I don't think she'll
And-
get it.
then they say that the queens on the top, or I guess they name Candy the winner. We should say.
Can I say no
Yes.
one has had an arc like Utica I've ever seen between being likable and hateable. She was so not likable at first, then she was so likable. She had a point where she did that like cool dress she made herself with like that looked like a sleeping bag kind of,
Yeah.
and we all went crazy.
Not me.
And
Remember that? I
now,
wasn't.
Ben, we already went over this.
No,
you
girl.
did go crazy.
No,
and
no.
you changed your
no.
opinion
Roll the
and
tape.
if
you roll the
back,
tape,
we'll roll the
if you
tape.
If you
And-
roll the tape,
and now we're here, and now we're here, and Ben's a liar, and Utica is so hateable.
She is. She
And
is.
It's
yeah.
to the point where this episode, I didn't need to watch the lip sync. I didn't need to watch anything.
No.
It was like she is not
I
staying.
love when they cut to the judges' deliberation and Lonnie Love was just like, boo, boo, talking about Utica. Like, that was so funny. And, I forgot to say, Lonnie Love's moment when
Oh,
Utica
man.
was like, made a joke about her career, and then Lonnie Love was like, you're the one bombing, and that got the biggest
Yeah.
laugh. That was so, I ate that shit up.
Lonnie's revenge.
Lonnie's revenge. We love to see it. So the lip sync, yeah, Simone right away. We're just
Killed
kind of.
it.
I didn't even
Ariana
look at
Grande
Utica. I
on
swear to
brand.
God, was not looking at Utica the whole
Once I
time.
heard Aria, I was like, Utica, we're gone.
Get out of here. And then Utica gets eliminated. And then this is what's insane: is Utica's last words on the show were, "There were some good jokes in there. Maybe I could have a career as a professional roaster." And then that's it. Like, Utica's crazy. She literally got eliminated on the roast episode, and she's leaving being like, well, I'm a roaster.
Actually, I was good.
I'm a roaster.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do.
This is my path.
This
I'm
sounds
not
like every
even the
open
best
mic
amongst
comment.
people who don't do this professionally and have zero interest in doing this. I'm the worst, but this is my
The
career.
worst. Disgusting. I was so happy to see her go, truthfully. I feel like all the queens that are left, I'm like, this is the good top 5 so far, I
They're
think.
happy.
I don't
Who do
think
we
it's
want
good
to be in the
Utica
top
went
4?
home because now she has like all
No.
this time to like torture the small animals she's captured in her basement or the hell she does in her
Oh my
spare
God.
time.
She's like, what am I going to turn into dragons?
Making a wig out of them,
Yeah.
most likely.
God, yeah.
But now there are 5 left. Who do we think is going to go home next episode?
Olivia is my guess.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Olivia's kind of struggled as of late. I thought she kind of got let off the hook this episode.
Yeah.
I don't think she's excelled lately.
No.
I kind of
I
think,
think
she
Olivia
deserves to
too.
go home.
Me too.
What do you
I think
guys?
it's Olivia.
What do you think, Brandon?
I think Olivia too. I agree with you.
Bye,
I agree with
Olivia.
you. She was going so strong, and now she's starting to fall.
She didn't take her critique from the pop challenge, which was like you're smiley. She literally doubled down on that in the stand up, and I feel like the judges hate to see that.
Yeah.
They hate it. But
We need some range.
should we do Teach Me Daddy?
Oh yes, Queen. Let's
Yes!
go. Yes,
Okay.
Queen.
Do you have a question, Ben?
Do I have a question?
I have
Okay.
I
I have a
have
question too.
Oh, what's your question? Because my question actually doesn't exist. I lied.
Okay. So my question is like, why are straight guys so homophobic, but then also do like the gayest things?
Yeah, they do gay shit sometimes.
Like the gayest
know.
things. Some of the gayest things that have ever happened to me have been. with straight
Honestly, I can
Yeah.
tell you guys, since I've started hosting this podcast, I've dealt with weirdly like straight guys who now hate me just because I support gay people, and it's just fucking weird to deal
Who?
with.
Name
What?
Like, I don't have to name names. I don't really have names.
Well,
but
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
like-
you don't have to actually.
But they're just like, Jacob, are you gay now or something?
No, but like there's another podcast which a man obsessively talks about me. I don't know why, but a lot of people think that being gay means you're woke in comedy, and woke
It
people
does
think
not.
they're
There's so many-
against
It
like
does
they're
not.
against
That's so funny.
the fucking other side. And so if you're associated with gay people, you're woke in comedy and you want to cancel people, and it's so fucking stupid. And I think people are really small-minded, and I've come across that. Why straight guys are like that, I really don't know. I think like I really don't know. I think some people are hateful. I think a lot of people have internalized like homosexual feelings that comes out as hate when they
Yeah.
can't really
They
grapple
can't
with
express
it.
them.
They don't
They
really
like,
understand what it is. And some
Haven't done
people
the
just
reading.
like, I'm woke.
like
Oh no.
are hateful
Yeah.
people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really couldn't
Yeah.
tell you.
That's the worst
That's
part of
I
being gay
think
for them.
no, I think Jacob, I think
I
you
think
said
that was- yeah.
you said truth.
You
You
said what
spoke
you said.
truth. You said
Okay.
what you said.
Yeah.
Jacob, you definitely what would you do, Jacob, if you answered that question and we were just like, well, you said what you said.
what
You cancel me.
You
You're like,
cancel me.
well,
You're
we're kind of
actually
done
not
doing the
one.
podcast.
But it is very interesting that you do, because it's like it's so interesting because Brandon and I both do stand up, and like when I started doing stand up, like I am just doing stand up and I'm a fierce, funny, silly comedian, and I started doing stand up in Montreal, and mostly not queer shows at all really by name. They're just like kooky like alternative shows in Montreal. And then when I started doing stand up in Toronto, that's when people were like, well, but you're in the gay comedy scene. You're in the queer comedy scene. And it's like why that's so I mean, obviously I love my queer stand up sisters, siblings, etc. But it is interesting that straight comedians, they don't have immediately, like if a comedian's straight, I don't immediately have connotations about like how they perform or like their political alignments or anything.
Yeah.
I just am like they're a straight comedian,
Yeah, they're a
whatever.
comedian, yeah.
But like it's so interesting that there's this whole outlook towards if you're a gay comedian, automatically someone is assuming that I'm some snowflake. And guess what? I am. I'm gorgeous
I
and
remember
I'm
someone
unique.
telling me when I did a certain comedy club that to like go introduce myself to the owner because they have like a weird idea about queer people because of the former leader of QAPD, so they all just thought all queer people were with that person. And we're
Which
just,
we
like, part
are,
of that.
first of all.
And then I was just
And they were right.
I'm with them right now. They're in my
I'm
house.
with them right now.
and I was just like, I've never
I'm joking.
like been a part of that. Like I've done my own thing
No.
from the beginning. Yeah.
I only did 2.
I don't even think it matters. I think there's a weird divide in comedy
maybe
right
3.
now where a lot of people don't seem to understand that, like, audiences want to see what they want to see. So if someone wants
Yeah.
to see a comic who's queer and appeals to their sensibilities, that's what they're going to go see. If a person wants to go see a comic who's dark and dirty and might say, like, things that aren't politically correct, that's what they're going to go see. I just think the market kind of demands what like exists, and like I don't get why people get mad and like are divisive about it. Like it's just fucking stupid. At the end of the day, I just want to tell people about my cum.
Yeah, it's because they're scared that they're gonna be canceled.
There's places for that.
Oh yeah.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Do you have a question for us?
Yeah. Your question was so fucking. It was deeper than whatever the hell I'm gonna come up with in the next 2 seconds. So let me think of something.
I just want to know why they were homophobic, but then like sucking each
I
other's
don't think
dicks
we'll ever
secretly.
know, Brandon.
Okay, let me ask something. If you could have a straight man experience one part of being gay that would like for like a day or for a year or for a month, like just one aspect of being gay that you think would allow them to understand like struggle or like what you go through.
I would thought it was gonna be like fun.
I don't know, or like maybe the part is just kissing men. I don't fucking know what part, but what part would you give them?
Oh my god, that is such a good question. Probably. Oh, the ability. Okay, no, this is real. I would give straight men. I would give them the part of being gay that is always walking fast, and then being stopped on the sidewalk because there's a straight couple taking up both lanes. Whereas queer people, we see 2 lanes on the sidewalk, right, Brandon? And Brandon's nodding. And we see 2 lanes, straight couples holding hands, always just see 1 lane. And that 1 lane is wherever the fuck they're walking.
Yeah.
And I would want a straight person to experience that.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
But as a straight person, I just want
I
you
got
to
something.
experience
I got
having
something.
someone's hand to hold. So
I got something.
I think
something.
my
what I want them to experience is
what is
them like being scared to like hold hands with their partner in like public spaces.
That's actually it.
Because
Yeah,
they're
that's true.
scared. Because you're like scared that someone's gonna like hit you or like hurt you.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Or
That
like
is
truly,
fucked,
or
yeah.
like I would really want to straight because like I don't know, maybe you have done this, Jacob, out of just like maybe you don't like PDA, but I have never once kissed like a boy in public without looking around.
Yeah, me
first
too.
to kind of like
Even like
see
holding Dylan's
who's
hand,
around.
like, I don't
Yeah.
like doing it.
I don't like kissing my girlfriend in public, but it's not out of like danger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah, that's fucked.
One time, I remember with my ex-boyfriend, we were kissing in the car, and then this was like at Kiel and Eglinton, and then some man started chasing us in his car and started like tailgating us and screaming faggot at us, and was like literally trying to like run us off the road. So that's why I'm always just like, yo, I'm always very careful, and I try to explain that to my white boyfriend who was a straight man before, because he doesn't understand those things sometimes. But yeah,
And Brandon turned him. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. We
And
learned a
that's
lot today.
Yeah, that's Teach Me Daddy. Usually we're talking about like fucking in the ass and licking each other's schlobs, whatever. I don't know.
Schlob!
This
We're
was a lot of
talking
fun. This was a great episode.
Yeah.
Ben just like, I thought Ben was gonna say something.
No, I was gonna say that I love straight gagging.
I love straight gagging. I love our
We love straight
conversations.
gagging. We had a great time. Special shout out to everyone who's been going off in the comments all night. And
We
as
love
you guys
you.
know, please like and comment on the YouTube when it goes up. It helps us out so much. Huge shout out to Spencer this week.
Oh,
Thank you,
His
Spencer.
basement
Spencer,
flooded.
we
He
love you.
still showed up. We love him. And thank you everyone for listening. We love you guys so much. Ben,
We love
Brandon, I
you.
love you guys.
Jacob! I love you too.
Bye.
Bye, straight gagging.
Straight gagging.